Right, so whether you are multiplying or dividing, it is the exact same rules. And the rules are when the signs are the same, so same sign, the answer is positive. So again, when the integers have the same sign, either they're both positive or they're both negative, then your answer is positive. For instance, if we had 2 times 4, the answer is 8. If we had negative 2 times negative 4, the answer is also 8. So if they're both positive or they're both negative, your answer is going to be positive regardless. Okay, 2 negatives equal a positive. It works the same way if we were dividing. If we said 8 divided by 4, that's 2. If I said negative 8 divided by negative 4, well, that's also a positive 2. Okay? Now, if our signs are different, so different signs, then our answer is going to be negative. If our signs are different, then the answer is negative. And it doesn't matter which digit is negative. If it's the bigger or the smaller, doesn't matter. So you could have negative 2 times a positive 4, and that gives you negative 8. Or maybe the 2 is positive, but it's the 4 that's negative. That's still going to be negative 8. So it doesn't matter which one is negative. If one is negative and one is positive, then your answer is negative. Same sign positive, different signs negative. We need to remember that. We could put the division examples up here also. We could say 8 divided by a negative 4 equals a negative 2, or a negative 8 divided by a positive 4 also equals a negative 2. If you like having examples for each type. As people are finishing writing those down, in algebra, we often don't see that division symbol written like that. So what's another way that you can write a division problem? You can put it 8 over 4, make it look like a fraction. So if you see something that looks like a fraction, we know it's going to be a division problem. So when you're going through these problems, what I like to do first, when I'm looking at a problem, I like to just ask myself, is the answer going to be positive or negative? Like, I don't even worry about what the number is going to be. I just think, is the answer positive or negative? What about this one right here? Positive. Negative times negative would give me a positive. And then I go back through and I think about my numbers. 3 times 12 is 36. Now, we've talked before that you don't have to have that plus sign, that positive sign out in front of your answer, but you definitely can. What about 56 over a negative 8? Is it going to be a positive or negative? Negative, because the signs are different. A negative what? 7. Very good. 56 divided by 8 is 7. Just out of curiosity to see if we know this, what is 0 divided by 9? She said 0. I heard 0, 9, 1, 0. What's your answer, Damon? 0. Ethan? This is 0, okay? So 0 over 9 equals 0. What's undefined, what you're thinking of, is if I had it written like that, 9 divided by 0. Because what this is saying, we have a shape broken up into 9 parts. I don't know if I can break something up into 9 parts equally. We'll just pretend. All right, and I have 0 of them, so it's 0, okay? But what this is saying is I have something that's broken up into 0 parts, but I have 9 of them. That's not possible. But 0 divided by 9 is possible. It would just be 0, okay? All right, let's do some multi-step problems, because they can be a little bit more challenging, but it's the same rules. Let's say we have negative 200 divided by negative 10 times a positive 5. Try to use some numbers that were easy to work with. So you're going to solve this using those order of operations. An order of operations for multiplying and dividing is working from left to right. So we're going to do this first. Now, first of all, a negative divided by a negative is a positive. What's 20 divided by 10? Or 200 divided by 10? I gave you the answer. It's 20, isn't it? Sorry. And then take that times your 5. So that's a positive times a positive, which is a positive or negative 100? Positive 100. You feel okay with those? That if you had multiple operations, you just go left to right for order of operations? What if we had, let me do one other one. If we had negative 5 over 3, and I put this entire thing over a negative 2. No, I don't want to put it over negative 2. Let's put it over a... I've messed up my answer now. How would you do this? Yes. Alright, so first solve the top part. So when it's written like this is kind of like a grouping symbol. You need to figure out what is my numerator. My denominator's fine, but then worry about what it is together. So on top here, a negative 5 times 3 is negative 15 over a negative 5. A negative divided by a negative is a positive 3. Good. Yes, they're very easy.